Yeah. I tried to do the best I can.
I applied to the art program because I'd seen artists from last year who had done really well in their careers. I was seeing them level up and I was like, what do these people have in common? And it seemed to be the art program.
It's a really great way to fill in any holes that you might have and like understanding like what you're doing with your career.
I felt like I had built a good foundation with my career so far, but like anyone, I think everyone needs help and needs direction.
Welcome to the second annual art.
From the clinic, I learned a lot about things that I should sign up for that I thought that I needed to, but didn't know how to.
As much as creating art is fun, it is a business.
A lot of terms and phrases that are thrown around, I'm just sort of like, oh yeah, I get it, but I really have no idea.
Also really eye-opening on the social media side.
When you go to shows or you go to events, usually, you know, what's your Instagram? You gotta get those questions. It's really how people and your community sees you. It's how people understand you immediately.
It is the first touch point that their fan is going to have with them. Figuring out who you are, what your brand is, how to bring that forward is such an incredible experience. It's a whole package together to present out to the world.
Being able to do the one-on-one sessions with Tam was so enriching, and it's not something that you really get in other industry programs like this, like a real focus on wellness and mental health.
Helping young folks with their mental health, understanding it, learning strategies to deal with stressors, anxieties is really helpful to them. I actually think it's essential.
Daily, you just deal with like competition, comparison, like you're putting out a lot, especially creatively, and you can also feel rejected quite a bit as an artist.
Until then, let me see
It's so rare that you get to talk to artists not at a venue or in like a high stakes environment.
So not only are you meeting peers, people that you wouldn't normally be able to maybe run into, you're doing it in a truncated timeline.
They say I'm different now, but I never changed. Still the same old girl with big dreams, big chase and makeup.
It's really interesting to work with people that you wouldn't normally work with or think you would work well with.
The world isn't an island. Collaboration is very essential. And you're going to spend a lot of time with producers and managers and co-writers and everything. So learning to function with a team is essential. You can't do this on your own.
This program feels like a miniaturized version of the real world. You have a producer and you have an engineer, you have vocal coach, you have therapists, you have people who take care of your schedule. Having people to take care of those aspects of your life as an artist, you can focus on your artistry more.
You don't often get the opportunity to come to a secluded space with a bunch of other artists and producers with the focus only on creativity.
There's a blending of so many different genres and different styles of producers. I can explore ideas and new musical directions that I wouldn't really generally think of.
I've never written with anybody who is in country, and it took us a second to find our common ground, but it's so interesting to see how a new perspective and a studio pairing that you maybe wouldn't initially come across really makes some cool creative stuff.
My favorite thing about being here was having CQ here. There was so much in that session that I learned.
Like there's certain intricacies that she kind of touched on that reminded me that, oh right, like I really should be like challenging my voice in different ways with different techniques.
You know, she would say, do this exercise and then sing it again, and it was like night and day. It's really cool to understand a bit of the science behind it, get to know the voice on a different level and really understand our instrument.
Didn't you fall?
Jay was so incredible in providing like the vocabulary that you need to communicate with text. Having that language to be like, okay, it's tubby on the bottom, or it's overly bright, or can you cut out this frequency? It's really empowering.
I get this chance to discover all of the pieces I left behind.
After the retreat with ARC, I actually had the opportunity to play a few festivals leading up to the showcase. really taking the tools that I learned and the confidence that was also gained and putting it on stage and putting it into the rehearsals, into the connections after the show was really, really, really fantastic.
I am so thankful for all the amazing people I got to meet and all the amazing people I got to see their shows and take notes. Thank you so much, ARC, for teaching me more about the music business.